to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. Fitzpatrick on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A running play here on first down is good. To go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, Lynch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On third down, Wilson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Escaping. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit?
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. On second down, Laird. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Fitzpatrick. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And no room for error here. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line.
36 power.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken near the 13. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Second and goal from inside the 5. This is Homer. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
They'll try the left side. Laird. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting... The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and our home team. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. On second down, Peterson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They go play action now. Haskins. Wilson's got it complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. They go play action with Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now, a very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Second and 10 now from the 27. Again on second and 10, it's Haskins. He'll buy some time right. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Third down, here's Haskins. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. First down, here's the run with Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. They run again on first down, Peterson. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. On first and 10, it's Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because
he's got him before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
Here we go. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Going to the big fullback, Watt. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. He's got it complete to Thompson. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Haskins will throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. from 3 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This will be taken in at the 1. And a very good return. They'll be set up well when we resume action in the second quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it'll be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Letting one go deep for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on second and long. Haskins, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do.
The sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now Haskins. Got an open man. It's Harmon. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Rivers now. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. The intended receiver there, Allen. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. From the 36, Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long. Looking to throw, Haskins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted. Only as incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Hey, Rocket!
Following the interception here, Rivers looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. With that interception, he just set a record that the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They run. Peterson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 40 now on second down. Haskins. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Interception. Are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That throw into the arms of Allen. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Rivers going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 61 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. Rivers again. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And my goodness, another interception. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Rivers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll throw again. Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Good stuff. Flash the team. 53.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And now here is another interception. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen, out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You got to know where you...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as he... And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Haskins to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, Peterson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 58 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Rivers on the screen. This is Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, it's Rivers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And Allen's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. 1st down, Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again here, Rivers. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? They saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start the drive with Peterson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. From the 27, Haskins. And this will be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards that time at a Washington 1st. Now Haskins to throw it. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They run again with Peterson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped. A yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack on 1st down, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. You must be getting tired of seeing this. He's crazy. Slam. Watch this.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. They got his man complete. The 20. 10, 5, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Haskins will throw. Flush to his right. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's 2nd down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now. He's got a man. Complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there in overtime. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. He's got a man. It's Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Rivers again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Trying to power it ahead with one. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal.